Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with DVD. How you doing? And what we're going to talk about tonight is just a little bit about Funky and Tamar. I know y'all tired. I'm tired. The people are tired. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Real Housewives of POTOMAC. We're going to talk about the newbies and an oldie that's turning into a newbie. So let's get right on into this piping hot tea. So let's start with Tamar's doctor. Now, like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on Tamar's doctor. We're going to zoom in and zoom out. So apparently, Tamar needed someone to actually come forward and be a witness to what happened to her. So a lot of people are questioning this doctor from Miami. Tamar's incident happened in Atlanta. So I think Tamar is, I think she's by city, and by city I mean she fluctuates between Maryland, Baltimore, where they're from, and Atlanta. So she just happened to be in Atlanta in her Atlanta home when this incident occurred. So, well, she might be Tri-City so that would make her bi-coastal because I think she has a home in LA as well. Yeah. My memory serves me correctly from the Braxtons. But in any case, she was in Atlanta when the incident occurred. But which is strange to me, the oral surgeon is in Miami. So let's get this straight, okay? While I'm, on the scientifics of all the sciences. I have had all of the things that Tamar's had except for veneers. Because I've never needed veneers. But I have had oral surgery. And I have had cosmetic dentistry, which is my braces and my Invisalign. So with that said, I think Tamar is telling the truth there. Because I tell you why. A lot of people are thinking, why would she have called for Dr. Hemley if she needed surgery? Okay, well, the oral surgeon does the surgery. So I'm assuming that the lady that was saying that she probably they ruled out a stroke, they ruled out a seizure, and she probably was sleepwalking. I'm going to assume that this woman who spoke up for her was the oral surgeon. And oral surgeons do exactly what they said they do. They don't do anything with the septum, which is the nose. They do, however, do the oral surgery, like I said, but on the same token, they don't do the cosmetics. Baby, when I tell you I know these things, they plucked out all my wisdom tooth out my head and some of my teeth, some of my other permanent teeth. I think they plucked out one of my upper permanent teeth. But they definitely had to cut through my gums to get those wisdom teeth out. They plucked those out, but they were going to send me to a cosmetic dentist to put them back in. I just didn't want human bone put back in my head. So I just left them out. So I don't have any teeth in the back. So that would have been the cosmetics of it. And then the surgery of it was them cutting out the teeth. So these things could have very well happened to Tamar. I'm not going to say that they didn't. I can't say for sure that they did because Tamar is quite the little scheming liar. But on the strength of the doctor, I'm going to say that 95% of my bones believe that these things happen to her. Now, as far as her having a broken nose, she probably hurt her nose real bad. Maybe it was bruised. Remember, that's why you're not seeing the bruising under the eyes or anything like that. But with Funky and her relationship, excuse me, just let it go. Simple. You have a Pisces, and what is Funky sign? Woo, it's escaping me. He might be. I'm seeing Virgo in my head. Huh. But anyway, you got a messy little water sign either way it goes. And I'm pretty sure he's not a water sign. Wait a minute, his birthday is this month, right? No, his birthday was last month. So he's either a Virgo or a Leo. Yeah, his birthday was last month. Cause yeah. This is how all that mess got started. They were celebrating his birthday. So his birthday is closer to the end of the month, which will make him a Virgo. So you have a messy little water sign and a Virgo. And I'm not sure what Virgos are. I'm not sure. Okay, they're not fire. Might be fixed earth. Whatever the case may be, a Virgo and a Pisces, no. That Pisces energy is messy. You never, my sister's a Pisces, so I can speak on this, okay? You never, while they are emotional, you never know what to expect from them because they are very, very indecisive. And another one, like I told you in my last video, and now a lot of people are saying the same thing. Excuse me, and I'm pretty sure they haven't seen my video because nobody ever mentions that they watch my video. So if you're watching my video and not giving me a shout out like I give you shout outs, then that's not right. But anyway, she has a tendency to hang out with a lot of gay men. And I said it's simple as this. The reason why she does that is because they don't fool with her in Atlanta anymore. If I could just give you a list from Tiny to Toya to Monica on down. When you have that many people falling out with you, it is you. Your sisters. Especially Tracy. Because in those last seasons when Tracy was on the show, she had gotten so fed up with Tamar that the word on the street was allegedly she was putting her hands on Tamar's head. Now, I'm not sure if that really happened, but my gut is telling me that she probably did drive Tracy to do that. Because even me, when that incident with her occurred on the real, I was like, ain't no way she did all these things that they were accusing her of. And then as the cycles kept on, and I was like, oh, that's Tamar's show. Because my understanding that her and Vince came up with the concept. It became more clear that, she was the catalyst to all of these things that were happening to her. And now that all of this is gone down and shook out and everything with the teeth and the head and the eyes, and she came out and she was talking about how she's going to sue Funky for defamation and all these types of things. You started the whole thing because everybody's on Funky's side. I'm not on anybody's side because both of them are fucking messy. But I will say this. I feel like she started the whole thing only because, for the simple fact, that she did not, my simple fact, not everybody else's, she did not come out when she could have and, cleared his name. And that's all that is. Because people were, especially Doodle Brown over there, any chance that she gets to defame or destroy or whatever the case may be, anytime that Funky is in some mess, if Doodle Brown can click her button, she's gonna do it. And that's Doodle Brown ATL. Now, initially, I definitely was on his side with the whole thing, even after he had paid her and because she had and left the boo-boo on her in her place. Of course I believed her. But on the same token, it's also old, delayed, tied and through. If she ain't talking about Candy, she talking about Funky. If she ain't talking about Funky, she talking about Candy. Even when they ain't even in the fucking news cycle. And that's the thing I don't get about her. It's like, okay, there's some stuff going down with Funky like it is now. Go ahead and pull out your junkie DINEVA. Little Monica that you have for him. But baby, if he ain't in the news cycle, it is boring looking at you. You could be talking about something that happened on the Real Housewives of Miami, but for some reason you can relate it back to Junkie DINEVA. Oh, well, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they really dragging Gertie. Just like that one time I saw Junkie DINEVA. He's from Miami, doing a bump around the corner in Miami. You see what I'm saying? It's whack. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I think to wrap all this up in a nice, neat little bow. I ain't on nobody's side, but I think that things could have shook out better had she come out and said that he didn't do anything to her, because they were pushing the agenda, and so was dark circle eyes over there. Shaq's wife, the one that ran her mouth too much and was wiping her ass with NDAs. Her, that one. That one over there. She's also got her mouth on funky. And no matter what happens, you know, she gonna use her platform to drag the man. It is what it is. But next on the agenda, let's get into this Real Housewives of Potomac trailer. Well, the trailer starts out with Gizelle writing, Karen a letter, letting her know what's going on with the girls in Potomac. Ashley, same old, same old. The new chicks is I want to say it's Angel and Tia. Tia is gonna be introduced by Gizelle, and Angel is gonna be introduced by Kay. Tia is a South African Brit, and Tia is an American, clearly, and she was introduced by Kay, but she owns her own store, outdoor type store. I would guess something like a Bass Pro or something like that, Bass Pro Shop. But the point is, she said Gizelle have dark heart and soul, just like she expected, because they asked them that they watched the show. I am so glad that they were honest and said that they had watched the show before. And Tia, she doesn't like Stacey. So my summation of all of this is that Stacey is going to be a target this season, which she should be, because she lied about the Happy Eddie thing, and she definitely lied about TJ, and it's looking like she even lied about her divorce. So in the beginning, I'll put it this way, I really, really liked Stacey, but after the reunion, I didn't so much. And it seems like they're even trying to imply that Stacey is gonna be laid up with Chris. So Chris Samuels, Monique's husband. So that'll be a good way to introduce Monique back to the show. Who's the friend that's gonna bring her back into the fold? I'm assuming Ashley, but hell, who cares at this point? She's an old dog with the same old tricks. Okay, so I'm not excited about seeing Monique. Monique gave nothing when she was a housewife. The damn binder situation was whack to me, because it was all rehearsed through All About the Tea. I said it before and I say it again. I know all those reads. I had heard them before. I heard it all before. And I'm just surprised that maybe, Candace didn't watch All About the Tea, or DJ Richie Sky, or any other commentator that was on Monique's side at the time. Everybody except for the Brooke Ashley, Contrary Canary, and Erica Dinero, and Rodney Divorce. That was about it. Everybody else was twisting and contorting their bodies and their voices to make it right what that Beetle did. And just like they did the same thing with Selena and Sophia. So Gucci. Selena started it. Selena ended it. And now So Gucci is not on the show. She got what she wanted. Monique left, went to DC, acted like she wasn't coming back, but here she is. I prefer Candace over any of these people any day, and that includes Kiana. And I love Kiana, but she gave absolutely nothing last season. I think they brought her back in order to get the curse off of them, because they will not bring somebody back second season in a heartbeat. And really, they need them and Meriton medicine. They really need to come out of that. It's worse, not giving people another chance. You know who I wish they hadn't given another chance? A lying ass, Bigfoot ass meal. I definitely could have dumped out her lips and her contorted vagina. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up because it's time to go. Now, I may have some of the teaser at the end of this video. As of late, they have been like tapping me on my hand about having videos at the end or at the beginning of my videos when I do it, because Bravo is very ticky, but they always will explain YouTube and say, well, you are using that for commentary. So I'm gonna say fair use at this point and be covered by the Fair Use Act of 1976. But I'm not even sure if I should put the whole thing in. Maybe if I give me some ideas. If you want to see that trailer and you hadn't seen it yet, let me know what you want me to do going forward. But I think I'm going to just put a little bit of it at the end. Oh, by the way, before I go, I wanted to give a shout out to Ms. Karen Huger. I cannot stand Karen, by the way. She gives absolutely nothing, but everybody loves her. So for those of you who love Karen Huger, she is getting out of jail, and I'm indifferent about it because I just don't like drunk drivers. Period. As she would say. Period. You remember her? I'm late. So, hell, she knows she was drinking and driving and what's not. So she didn't think her ass was going to jail. I'm going to fight this. And I'm going to be free. I will be vindicated. Hell, I think she should have served a full 2 years. That's my opinion. I said what I said. But she will be out on, what was it? Did they say September 2nd? That's tomorrow, isn't it? So good luck, Miss Karen Huger. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe this video. Why you got all that shit wrapped around your foot? Okay, so you gonna prove my point about the black spots. Girl, get out my face. Turn on that. And that was from the time that we pushed me off that